which drone to buy in 2025. I have written down some things to consider before buying one.
That intro was a little bit over the top, wasn't it? Yeah, I know, but I had fun doing it, and what's also really fun is flying a drone. And that's why I wanted to talk about a couple of things when you are buying a new drone, what you maybe should consider beforehand. If you are coming back, welcome to this little new video I have made, and if you are first time here on the channel, let me introduce myself. Leo Männisto is my name. I am a Finnish guy living in Germany, and I can't speak any language properly these days because I've already forgotten Finnish. I don't speak that good German, and my English has that weird double accent going on, but I hope that doesn't bother you so much. Also, my tube light, which is hanging over my display, just fell down. North Country style, get the studio. The first question I would ask, can you afford it? Do you have the money to buy a new drone? And what's your budget for a drone? I have made a video about drone money mistakes. You can watch it after this video over there somewhere. I said you never ever should buy a drone with a credit card because of the interest and the risk that you will crash your drone before you have paid it off. And I got a couple of comments from you. Thank you so much for those comments. That many shops offer 0.0 financing, and maybe you could pay the sticker price of the drone and you don't have to pay any interest. But I wouldn't recommend that either because of the crash risk. You might still end up in a situation where you don't have any drone to fly with and you still have to pay the payments. And maybe there will be a newer model at some point and you really want to upgrade, but technically you can't because the drone isn't yours, but it's property of the financing company, and if you play by the book, you are not allowed to sell it before you have paid it off. But if you have paid it in cash, you can always trade it in for the upgrade. What do you need a drone for? Do you want to tell a story with the drone? Because you can of course get some really exciting bird's eye views and use it for storytelling. You can make really nice establishing shots you can't get with a normal traditional camera. And for those kind of shots, drone is of course a great tool. Drones are of course a great way to capture memories as well. We take footage like this, and this is gonna be always my top 3 drone shots I have ever made. I'm pretty sure about that because there are so many emotions when we were there with the boys in Norway. That's of course something you can capture with your drone as well. Do you want to have it just for fun? Maybe an FPV, first person view drone could be something for you. You just want to have fun flying it and get those really immersive shots and motion sickness when you are flying with those goggles. Blah. Or do you want to use it for vlogging? Do you want to take videos with the drone? Do you want to take still photos with the drone? Which has the benefit that you don't have to be able to fly. You just don't have to crash when you are taking still photos. You can position the drone anywhere you want to have it, and you just have to be a little bit aware of the obstacles around you, but you don't have any risk to crashing into something, unlike when you are shooting video, or unlike when you are flying an FPV drone with a really high speed and really close to obstacles. Which brings me to the next point. How easy should it be for you to fly the drone? On the market there are almost automatic drones, and I think, for example, the DJI Mini lineup is really easy to fly. They are really agile, they are really easy to learn how to fly, they have good user interface. And how much do you appreciate ease of use? Do you want to have automatic everything And do you want to have like an external control unit, which I highly recommend, because then you don't have to connect your phone to the drone and you don't have to fiddle with any cables. You just turn them on and you can start right away, which I really appreciate. From my own experience during the 2 years flying a drone, I would say that portability is a real thing. Like, I think it was, what's that called? I forgot the name of Galen Rowell, a landscape photographer. He said every possession is a burden. And I can completely, totally 100% agree to that. When you are traveling, it's easier, of course, when your drone is small and you can take it always with you. And that way you are also able to fly when you need to or want to. And that brings me to the next issue. Do you want to have the hassle with the authorities? Because if you are having a heavier drone, you have to have a license. If you are, for example, here in Europe, flying a drone under 250 grams of starting weight or takeoff weight, you technically don't need to have a license to fly it. But if you are flying a drone made of cast iron, like the DJI Mavic series, then you have to have a license. It isn't hard to obtain a license, and I would also recommend to obtain one if you are not flying a drone over 250 grams, because it gives you a like solid base knowledge about the drone operations, and it doesn't take longer than half an hour tops. It doesn't cost that much either, so I would do the license test in any case. And if you at some point later in the future want to upgrade, you don't have to take care about that. You already have your license in your pocket. When we are talking about licenses and traveling, I, for example, live here in Germany, and Germany might be over-regulating some things to ever so slightly extent. I find it easier to grab my drone, which is lightweight. I can throw it in a carry-on luggage and fly to Finland, for example, or Norway or somewhere where you have a little bit more possibilities to fly. And I would recommend you to have a look at your local drone regulations if you are allowed to fly where you want or plan to fly. Before the conclusion of this video, I would like to say thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, leave a thumb up. If you didn't like, push the like button 2 times. I would like to hear your insights about buying a new drone. Are you planning to upgrade this year or coming year? What technical capabilities you need? Do you want it to be good in low light? Or if you think I forgot to say something, tell me on the comments down below, and I would really appreciate a subscription if you liked. And let's wrap this whole thing up.
If I think all the fun I have had flying a drone, I would say, buy the one you can afford, the one you will have with you, that will create the memories and tell your story.